the only badass novel bitches around. So.
Oh, there we go.
I'm good to go.
Then, when the music is broken off,
Yeah, you're supposed to like. There you go.
I'm so excited for this! Flower bookmarks. These are so pretty.
we all got different designs. Mine is bamboo with
That was an exciting
adventure.
Hi,
Yes.
thank you so much. We have Erica Bauermeister, who is guest author Kayla tonight. We are a lot of tan with us tonight, you guys. All Jess Laurie, right here with us tonight. Welcome, Asha. We're so excited. Guest author Hannah Wickens. We're so glad to have you back.
Thank you. This is one of my favorite book clubs in the universe, and I'm just so grateful to be with y'all.
Tonight we have guest author Gretchen Burke. Hi, bitches.
Hey, bitches.
Hello. All right. So, Rebecca, hi. Welcome.
Hey.
I'm glad you're here. It's been a while.
Me too.
I say that every time. But we got used to you being with us because you're with us so much last year. It was wonderful.
Right. I'm usually here. I'm just usually silent.
So where were you earlier today? You said your girls had a show?
Yeah, they had a show today.
Yeah.
They did really good. It was awesome.
Good. Your kids are so cool. I hope mine get that cool. Right now, they're screaming like someone's cutting their guts out of their stomach right out front of the house. And since this is a new place, that's not really the impression we want to give.
Maybe it is. Want your neighbors to think you're fun.
Well, maybe,
There you
yeah,
go.
that, or we want them to just stay away. I don't know.
Like the Burbs.
Oh, shit. Like, where's that house?
I'm pretty sure we're that house on my block.
You are. Actually, our house is no longer your previous residence. Tenants were, they were the Burbs.
They're the Burbs in every house they go to.
Yeah, so you keep hearing. It's fucked up. All right, let's see. Jessica and Regina are already here. Hi, ladies. At least one member.
Oh, of HR.
Of HR,
Yeah.
right? She's going to call us out on all our bullshit tonight. So Adriana is gone
Okay, but then
because...
Adriana's not here to start some bullshit.
Or to start some bullshit,
we
right?
don't need HR
Yeah, speaking of bullshit,
to do the
so-
job of HR. Just like talk to us.
Adriana's son is, baseball tournament stuff. So that's what they're doing tonight. Anyway, but that's all right. We got a good replacement instead. Someone who's not going to get us.
I'll try. I don't think I can get the same voiceover. I don't have the voiceover talents that she has. But.
Yeah, none of us do. Yeah. Well, we'll try anyway. I'm sure we'll try anyway. All right. So, Dominique, do you know you're muted? Were you talking all this time?
You're very low.
We can't hear you.
Like it's a whisper.
See, somebody had to have audio problems tonight.
Somebody,
and it
right?
wasn't me this time.
Right away.
Ooh, it's not Desiree. We don't hear you yet.
No, I do hear you.
You're
but
super quiet.
It's like a mouse is talking.
That's weird. I don't hear her at all now. Oh my god, I got way too many notes, you guys. At least.
I took 0 notes.
Mine were like,
Kinda.
yeah, there's enough people that you probably don't need to, but like, that's all my notes for this week. That's
Wow.
That's way too much.
That's impressive.
You know what it is? My reading comprehension was never good, and therefore, I always over highlighted as a kid. And my teacher would be like, that's not important. I'm like, it was to me. Because I highlight things that make me like refer back to a previous thought. And she's like,
Yeah.
It's stuff nothing to do with anything. I'm like, I'll make a point eventually.
I just go back and reread it. I'm one of those people that I cannot highlight in the actual book. It has to.
No.
I can sticky note the hell out of a book, but
they have highlighter tape though. You just slide.
I don't know if I could do it still.
They're like
Hey,
little
Vanessa.
highlighter tapes. They're like removable. They're not like permanent.
All right, I need to find that. Somebody send me a link.
We're gonna send you some. We already have a plan for one of those one of the months this year. So
I'm over here like, shut the fuck up.
Why? I'm just gonna fucking tattle on ourselves.
Like I could show you some because I do have some sitting directly next.
Oh yeah, just show us. Give them a little peep show of
a little peep show.
Of removable highlighter. Oh, that gets our book club steamy.
Is that better?
Yay!
Yes, now we can hear you.
Welcome to book club, Dominique.
Welcome,
Okay.
babe.
Houston.
Hi,
All
Vanessa.
right.
Welcome, babe. You're reading, right? Because I don't think.
Oh, Jessica wants some too. She says, "Send me the link."
She says, "Send me the link." All right, Des. Let's see your pack. Show it off. Show us your pack.
Oh, do you want to see the whole package?
Yeah, show your whole package.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get the thing back on. I pulled it all the way off.
Look at those. They're removable. You stick them on your page over wherever. I love that.
Nice.
And they're see-through.
Me either, Jessica. I don't like highlighting in the book. It drives me crazy. It has to stay the way that.
Yeah.
It's
See,
just
what's
one of my
good is
favorites.
if you have both copies, you could just highlight in your tablet.
There you go.
Both copies? Do you mean between the four of us, we have Audible, digital, paperback?
Mm. Yeah, and then we have recaps, and then we have Adriana's readings. So we've pretty much got it covered. Still waiting for her to do one of hers for us. All right, so we can do the recaps Teen posted for us. Is on a boycotting the book. No, she's tonight at baseball, so tournament stuff.
No lies, she's boycotting.
Okay.
She's like, "Gee, guys, I'm so sorry. I have to go to this baseball tournament."
Now everybody's gonna read this in the tabloids tomorrow on TMZ.
Right. Yeah, there's no Audible for this one, so everybody's having to read. So those of us who like to drive around and listen to books are having to listen to something non-related.
Dominique, what does TMZ stand for?
I don't know. I just know that's where people.
I was just trying to
hear
come up with
stuff.
our version for
Like a
Rebecca,
book.
like
Let me look it up.
RMZ. Like what would
Oh, that's weird. MBZ.
for her to post in our group, like whatever,
Yeah.
as
That
Lady
would-
Whistle Down.
Anybody want to see a rock star?
Yeah. Duh.
Come on, say hi. She's cleaning.
With
Yeah,
Oh, bleach, my favorite
Girl
product.
after Tasha's heart.
30 miles
Yeah.
down, just so you know.
She can't hear you because you're in my ears.
Oh my god, she looks like I did as a teenager. I love it so much. Such
Tosh
a
says you look like she did as a teenager.
And I was like bloody motor back then.
All right, go away.
She's all been hair, looks so cute.
30 miles on? That's dumb as shit. Why?
Oh my god.
It's because it's 30 miles in Hollywood, maybe.
That's really what it stands for? I never knew that.
It's like their location that they like work out of, that they send people to. Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
Isn't that like all of LA? Something like that.
Oh my
Some of
god.
us are busy and on the road a lot.
Wait, hold on. Everyone quiet for a second. I swear to God, there was some man moaning in the background.
That's my
I
old
thought I
man
heard
dog.
I was gonna say I thought I heard a dog whining.
The dog whining isn't here. I don't think. I have a dog barking.
Somebody
Is
told
there?
their husband to leave the room.
No, that whining's not coming from here. Did you get a puppy yet? Did you get a dog? Tosh, is that who's whining?
No, but mine will not be sounding like some fucking whiny little crybaby.
Is that your-
Nor
from
will
you,
it sound
Dad?
like some moaning
Oh, are you
old
talking
weird.
about my assholes here? Yeah, no,
We're
that's not what I'm
looking
hearing.
at,
Fuck
since you
that.
asked.
I was hearing something else.
Glad you asked.
Continue.
We are looking at 2 dogs currently.
Oh.
This is Emerald. She's 3. And then Also Enzo. He's also 3.
Are you going through a rescue, Tosh?
Yeah, we'll rescue. This one is called One Dane at a Time. And
How about 2 Danes at a time and you adopt them both to keep each other
That's-
company?
that's what I'm thinking.
Fuck
So there's
that.
those
You know how
two,
much
and then
trouble
there's
they get in when you have 2? My dogs
See-
go outside by themselves
Oh
and
my
be
gosh,
fine. The
my
second
dog
that
won't
you
stop
let
barking.
2 out, they're assholes.
and then there's these brothers, Artemis and
Aw.
Atlas, and I would not change their names, but look at these cuties.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Those are cute names.
So I almost got 2
But
when
they're
I got my
littermates?
dog.
Don't do it.
Don't do
And I
it.
kinda
If they're
wish-
brothers,
Litter mates, don't do it.
why?
They're more trouble.
Not always.
Okay, well, mine are.
Oh,
You could end up with just one dog that is like
I think she
literally
should
Velcro
do
to
it
you, like I
because
have.
you've done it. Then she'll do it. Then you can know if it's like a thing or not.
Litter mates are
Vanessa
bad.
says it is. Vanessa's confirming.
See?
There you go.
Why? Okay, well the other 2 are not
Tosh-
litter mates, so I guess we'll just go. with
Tosh,
those
that's
2
like that's like if somebody were to adopt you and I together. Like mom was lucky enough to get us together. But like if somebody were to come in new
That makes
and
sense.
adopt us together, they're fucked.
I mean, didn't Tasha do
Look
that
at your
once
face.
before?
You already know.
I mean, I have litter mates. Like
That's what I'm
roommates.
saying. She's what do you?
I
so-
adopt. I
That's not what I
rescued
mean.
some,
No, they're
and
little.
they're fucking trouble
still
too.
little.
They are trouble
Yeah,
too.
but-
That's true.
But they're still little. We're adults.
She said that's
and,
probably
like,
why
we
they're
already
giving
know.
up. I don't know. I don't know if they were giving up or if they just were found and brought into this rescue. Who knows? This one doesn't have like you can't click on any of their pets. It's just a name and an age and whether or not they're spayed. And I was like, damn, that's like I want
Some
like
of
a
those-
story.
Some of
Who
those
they may
pet
be.
rescues are really difficult to
Yeah.
go through. Like
yeah.
I
So we're
remember.
gonna see.
Remember, I mentioned how I did buy a dog, and the reason why was I was pregnant with Coco, and Nara was a baby still because they're 22 months apart. And every rescue we went to turned us away. It's like we have a yard. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'll be with the dog, and nobody wanted to give
What
me.
was their excuse or what was their reason?
Because I was having
For
a
the
baby.
baby?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I should be fine then because all of the ones that I've looked at said that like if your children are under 5, then they
Right.
have to come in and do like a deeper look into
Yeah, but like they didn't even let me even try. They just looked at me and they were like, "Nope." So that's why we ended up getting Prudy the way we did.
Wow.
Probably
She
a
said
liability
found
issue
you
for
ain't
them.
dumped. Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know. You never know. But also they say the Great Danes are dumped a lot because people think like, oh, this is gonna be great, but they're too big for what they
Or they
can
have to move,
actually-
and where they move, they can't.
Like what?
Or
You
they
mean
can
this
size.
dog that's supposed to get 120 pounds is actually going to get to be 120 pounds?
right.
Thanks for the
Weird.
warning.
Weird. I
Strange.
wonder. Me, I'm looking forward to that. The ottoman that we just got for our living room can house 2 Great Danes.
Mm.
It's
Nice.
enormous.
Don't let them get on your couch.
Why?
You'll
My couch
regret
is
it.
washable.
You'll regret it.
No, she
Why
won't.
would I regret it?
She's gonna love them.
Because dogs are just stinky and hairy and
Yeah, but see, I made sure that we got the couch that they would be laying on. First of all, you know they say that if you're gonna get a big dog like that, to get leather, which is weird. I thought they would scratch it up, but
It
apparently
doesn't absorb the odor
the
like
smell.
a cloth would.
Boom.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I could do like the covers for the couches, but also ours are all unzippable and washable. We don't get anything that's not.
So were mine.
Yeah, but you don't wash them.
Yes, we do.
Well, you know what? Then
Well-
she can just get new cushions later on.
Yeah, why are you trying to talk me out of my dogs?
I'm not. I just said.
I'm
put
so
them on
glad
the
that
couch.
you
That's
didn't
all
try
I
to
said.
talk me out of my kids. Fuck. Because there's like a whole slew of bullshit that comes with fostering to adopt as well. And that I could have been talked out. Oh my God,
Why-
the other one's just
Found
I
another
didn't
rock
know any
star.
of those.
She can't hear you, but do you want to
Oh
say
my
anything?
God.
Okay.
Her haircut is so
Hi.
cute.
It is cute.
She did it herself.
Go, girl.
Cut your hair.
Does she do
They
one of
love
those
your
like where she
hair.
puts the ponytail and cuts it up like that? Or
No,
she
I don't
just
think it was
layered
the
it
wolf
herself?
cut. It was, how did you do it? A butterfly cut? That's what it's called, a butterfly cut.
Okay,
Butterfly.
my daughter was talking about the butterfly cut. She wants to do that. My eldest,
She did good.
where they did like
Yeah,
the two
she did really good.
ponytails.
She did the color herself too. It's
Oh.
well, it's just bleached now, but she did all of the highlights herself and everything.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I do all that shit. That's great. A good breeder wouldn't let you buy litter things. Well, they're not going to be coming from a breeder. We're not going to a breeder. We would never. We're going to a rescue. So all of these dogs are in foster care currently, and I don't know. We want to get 2 dogs. We want to have them have like company. Whether or not they come from the same litter didn't really occur to us, but we'll see.
You can get like a really
You
tiny
can get
dog
one dog and then I'll send you one dog.
to go with
I
that
do not
dog.
want a tiny dog. We've
But you
had
know,
it.
like,
We're not
they're
doing
funny when they have like the Great Danes with the little dog.
it. Oh, if we had like one of each. No, I think it would be funnier if we just have like our kids riding our Great Danes down the street.
Quiet.
So if you get a male, you have to put the bow ties on them, because I think Great Danes wearing the bow ties are just like
So
the cutest thing in the world.
That's so cute.
I tried to put one on my big dumb drooly Labrador, and he just looks like a derp.
Hey.
Oh, it's
I
puppies.
put
Yeah, we're
bow
also
ties on
not
my
getting
dogs
puppies.
once. It was nice.
That's also part of it. We're not going to get puppies. We won't get a dog that's probably younger than 3.
That's smart, because then they're not going to destroy your furniture. They're not going
We
to chew
just
on
got
your walls.
like we just bought our first house. I definitely don't want it all chewed up before
Yeah.
we even get to
Yeah.
like be fully settled in. No way. That would be nuts. Y'all know your shit though. You'll need a new car. Oh my god, I don't think that a Great Dane would fit in the back of our Explorer.
How are you going to get it
Gotta
home?
get an expedition.
Maybe 1 would fit, but I don't think 2 would. Oh well.
I have to leave the kids home and put the seats down.
Oh well. Yeah, just I guess I'll be taking the dogs out. Bye.
Just buy a couple of
would-
saddles.
Right, 1 would maybe fit like.
See, that's why you
laying
need a
down.
smaller one with that.
I really do not want another tiny dog. I hate
They're
their
not
bark.
tiny.
Little dogs have a sound. I want like them to be too tall for that sound.
Like this one right here.
Yeah, that one.
See,
is.
we rescued this guy, and he was old, and we didn't really think he was going to be around with us for a long time, but he is just staying
Yeah, sure is.
and staying and staying.
All right, you guys. Do we want to read the recaps Teen posted for us as usual? She's on vacation this week, and where's she? St. Thomas.
Something like that, yeah.
Nice. Where was she when I was in high school and I had to read like insane amounts of?
Right. She should work for Cliff Notes.
Yes.
I know.
I need teen notes.
Oh yeah, make her own. Yeah, screw going for Cliff Notes. Make her own.
I know.
Hey,
I love
Honestly,
her weeklies. They're so
I
good.
saw her post that and I read it and I thought to myself, I should just not read this week.
so I didn't read what her recap was.
I considered it, but I did manage to get through the reading.
Oh,
I was like,
I actually went ahead because I was like, I got nothing to do. What am I going to do? So I read ahead for like 5 minutes, like barely into 13.
All right, so we have our recap for everyone. Let's see. Trigger warnings, dealing with themes of suicide and sexual assault this week. Wendy takes Berry across the pond to visit OW. She's now 94, continues to try to fly out her windows of her psychiatric facility. Her doctor suggests she does her flying on the grass so it won't hurt when she falls. First of all, I like that doctor. Great doctor.
just like acknowledging the psychosis and just saying, "Yep, but okay, do what you gotta do,"
Yeah.
rather than trying to convince her otherwise.
Yeah. All right. The Darling women all go and get what sounds like dramatic and horrible hairstyles. Wendy, too, ends up looking like Pan. Unfortunately, Berry is visited by Pan on her 15th birthday. She's packed and ready to go. The problem is she couldn't summon a happy thought to really fly. She wasn't happy, never has been, which is why she was ready to leave. Ends up having some sort of seizure, lands herself in a psychiatric facility, probably where the whole family should be. I was hoping Berry would be the one to break the cycle in a pod way.
Positive way?
Break the cycle in a pod way, but that was obviously not what happened. Right now, it seems like she had an even more severe break with reality than the rest of them. Fucking Freeman can't handle shit. Immerses himself in work. Wendy can't handle it. Has a vision of Hook taking her to this pirate radio ship in the San Francisco Bay.
I swear that part about the freaking pirate radio ship, she must have been talking with the Australian guy when she wrote that. Because where did that come from? Pirate radio?
Right. Wendy and Hook exchange banter about who Berry belongs to, Pan or Hook. Wendy has some weird sexual fantasy about Pan. You think this is the big reveal that she actually did the deed, only for her to immediately say she just made it up. It felt like the author just threw it in there to write a little smut scene in between the two of them.
Yep.
That's exactly how I felt when I was reading it. Back at home, Wendy decides to take a bunch of ibuprofen and Valium to escape both of her realities, Mother of the Year. Thank you for the recap, team. That was wonderful. That pretty much covered everything. Moving on. Just kidding. Heavy. Oh my God. Okay. I was hoping Pan wouldn't come visit Berry. I agree, Regina. I agree. I was like, ooh, I just hope that like maybe there's something. Maybe they were all crazy and like he doesn't come for her. But then, of course, the family says it's going to happen. So then it does. I have plenty of theories.
But it took so long for him. He came after her, period. And when she was
Because
15.
they didn't tell her about him.
So was that it?
So
like
he didn't
because
show
she didn't have these like. It wasn't until she knew about him that he showed up.
Right.
So did
Because before they always prepped the girls. They would always talk to him ahead of time about it.
Yeah.
So they'd be ready when he showed up. With Berry,
So in the beginning of the book, I'm like thinking this is reality. But now that he doesn't show up until after she finds out about it, is it like now my brain is like, what the heck?
Right.
I think Des hit it on the head. I think these are all like schizophrenic or psychotic breaks that these women are having, and they've heard the story.
They're giving
so
each other like
the delusion that they're
excuses, or not excuses,
right.
but
or maybe it's like onset by
they're planting that seed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Also, could be that like the mental health disorder, whatever it is, kicks in with the onset of their menstrual cycle, like when it first starts, because a lot of people have like different hormonal things that do bring all that on. So who knows? I got a ton of theories though, based on the reading and all the quotes, and I was like going back and forth and trying to refer in my own.
When are you gonna share your theories now or as
my God. Okay, well, no, I want to see what we have here.
Okay.
Team posted some quotes. I love the quotes. When in doubt, when you perceive that no one in the world is present for you, you must learn to mother yourself. I thought that was a goodie. I saved that one too. Lost is when you can't draw a straight line from someone you love to your hungering heart. It's pretty good.
That was my favorite.
That was a really good one for this week. Yeah. It was the lost boys who didn't have a soul waiting for them at the end of the day. They would boast that they were free, but what good is being free if you are never found by love? That's another goodie. So she pretty much just hit the nail on the head for the quotes this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I love Vanessa's comment. She just said, they're all batshit crazy, the end.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. Okay. Desiree says,
That's what I said.
Oh, this is Desiree's quote. Well, she hailed him. If it isn't the boy wonder, I don't get it. Like, why aren't you crying? Don't really fancy weeping right now, he said with a sniff, raking his fingers through wet, matted hair. Oh, yeah? Berry challenged? Yeah, he confirmed. So you said Berry sees Pan only after being told about him, not before, and Pan did not show up as she was told he would. So my theory still stands that they're all crazy. Pan is showing up in a way that relates to the person, I'm assuming, so they believe in him more. So it feels more real to them, which only further pushes them into a psychotic break. So, all kinds of that. Okay. Then Vanessa
I
says, I watched the
swear
movie.
with that, I swear if at the end of this fucking book, if
About
we
it.
do not find out
They don't
that
like
they're
make it
all
clear
fucking crazy, like if we do not get a clear and concise answer.
if it's real or if it's not.
Yeah.
I am going to be the bearer of bad news here, and I am going to take a wild guess and say that we are going to be left still wondering. It seems like the
This
way
is
this author would
making
leave
me
it.
feel crazy as I'm reading it, though.
But I was twitching when I
So-
was reading it yesterday.
Here's why. It seems like this is the way the author would leave it, because even Pan said sometimes Wendy would just end a story. There was no ending to it.
Yeah.
Or they never got the ending
no,
to
not
story.
Wendy. It was it's yeah,
Mark.
Wendy.
No,
Yeah.
Wendy.
This one. Yeah, the new Wendy, not OG Wendy.
Wendy two.
2.0.
Wendy and
Wendy
Margaret. Yeah, no.
Yeah, this
No, it's Wendy, Jane, Margaret, Wendy, Berry.
Yeah.
yeah, sorry. The current Wendy. You said Wendy, I thought of OG Wendy.
Oh, no. Yes.
Yeah,
younger
yeah.
Wendy.
No,
Yeah.
she's
Wendy
talking about
Wendy
Yeah,
too.
this one.
So anyways, the only reason is because she had
Moo
said,
Moo.
or that it was said, Pan said that she used to tell stories that were not that great, because obviously Barry agrees that her mom is not a great storyteller, and says sometimes she would just cut off the story. Like you wouldn't get an actual ending, and that's how she just liked to do it sometimes.
She's
And I'm
why.
wondering if our author is going to do the same.
Ugh.
Isn't this one of many books?
That's gonna annoy me if she does.
No, because I don't want. If there was an Ostrich Land 2, I wouldn't read it. I don't want to read a number 2 of this book.
I'd read
I
Ostrich
agree.
Land, too.
See, it's possible that they just end it and we don't get any resolve, like nothing.
Did any of you fuckers just read the rest of the book? Like, I need to know. Who has finished it?
No, we're not answering that yet. None of us.
No,
let's talk about this
that's
one.
not what I'm not asking for
Oh.
details. I said, did anyone just say fuck it and finish reading? Fuck. Vanessa, shut up.
Vanessa, keep on talking.
Oh
I
my
am here
God.
for you.
Swear.
I just spit. She said, I am done. Okay,
Vanessa,
so
I'm gonna message you.
Okay, she finished all the reading. Desiree's just gonna be like, tell me the ending. Watch. I'll text you later.
I'm gonna do Anna with Discovery of Witches. Just recap me the last quarter of the book.
I was gonna ask Vanessa to like just pick an emoji, but don't, because that would probably leave too much even for us to know.
Oh, if you
So-
just had to choose one emoji to like describe the ending of the book.
Yeah, so I might give way too much.
Just read the last chapter. That's it. We could like for real just skip. I don't like to skip.
Yep, the next
We
two.
know. But all right. Vanessa says, I'm convinced the author wrote a story about a family full of crazy people and then just included Pan and Hook for fun. Honestly, I agree.
Yep.
I'm with you on that one. I'll explain why later, but I'm with you on that. Yeah.
Vanessa, are you talking about a final word on flying? Because the first sentence in it is hilarious. That's probably the
The
funniest
first
thing in the whole
sentence
book.
on the last chapter.
Hi,
No,
Mike.
the final word on flying. I'm trying to figure out if that's the last chapter. Okay, these chapters are seriously long for no reason, by the way.
Some are. The one was
Oh
short.
my god.
Oh, he's telling
Sit
you, hurry
up
the hell
then.
up.
No, he like went and sat on the floor and then leaned over and like says, "Hi, bitches. Save yourself from misery." So really fast. So this isn't the last chapter, but the very end says a final word on flying. Freud was wrong, you know. Flying is not about sex. It's sex that's about flying. Because flying is about the spirit leaving the body behind, escaping the harrowing world of flesh. Okay, that's like the funniest part of the whole book. Okay.
Interesting. Shut up. Damn, now she's just like rando bringing up Freud. All right. Oh, hi, buddy. He said, let me.
Yeah,
All
I was
right.
trying to get to the bottom.
Why has the author woven Wendy 2's light, sweet first encounter with a kind boy like Pan in between her telling us about Wendy's encounters with Hook? I can only assume that the story about Pan is to hide the true story of Hook. She was abused, tried to make up a better story because that's easier. What I don't get is how all the Darling Girls experience it. Is Wendy making it all up? Is she making up the generations of girls above her experiencing the same fates to make it all seem normal? Can't wait to finish next week.
Okay, Vanessa can answer this question if you guys all agree.
What?
Do we find out anything more about Jane?
Oh, that's my theory too. Okay, so I was going to say before she answers that. So I was going to say, what if all of these, what if it is like generations of abuse at the hand of one person?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that one
they would
person,
be old as fuck.
yes, old as fuck. Because remember, in this reading this week, she mentions to Hook, Wendy mentions to Hook, your great grandfather was like that, or your grandfather was like that. Something like that. So that is another 2 generations up. So what if it's still just the same
Like, how is Hook having generations?
So it's possible that maybe it's like Wendy's, OG Wendy's like husband, instead of him being like this sweet boy who like took off, maybe he's a fucking asshole.
Jane is the mom of the new
like,
Hook, of this other Hook. What's his name?
Maybe, could be.
Was George
James
the other Hook?
James G. Hook or something like that, right?
Oh, the pirate radio guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just thinking like maybe there is like generations of abuse, and instead they're like telling these stories about
She's 94.
What?
If it is her dad, she's 94.
I didn't say her dad. I
like
said
a
her
cycle
husband. Her husband.
Oh, you're. But even that, look how like she can barely move at 94. How the hell is somebody at 94? Let's say 94.
That's just it. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is why maybe that's why Berry doesn't experience it. It's not possible for her to go through it. I don't know. It's just like it's just when
that's why she had a seizure.
Yeah.
I think she had a seizure because her bags were packed and she was ready to go.
Yeah.
One way or another, she said, right?
Yep.
So it's interesting
either
though,
with
because
Pan or by her own
we get
hand.
the story of she starts talking about Hook and her little experience with him, and then cut to her like first kiss experience, like her first real experience with a boy, which is Pan. Mm-hmm. Something that's nice and fun and light and sweet, and then we find out that she made it up, and then we cut back to her experience with Pan. Hook.
Defense mechanism.
Right, a defense mechanism. So I'm thinking at this point that like Hook is just whoever abused her, and she keeps referring back to him as Pan, and maybe tries to like make up a better scenario in her head for her trauma. I don't know. I had something else. Maybe I wrote it down. Let me see. Oh, Great Nana pointed to a folksy sign that read Stonehenge, and the decision was made to pop into the bakery. That's an actual bakery in Berkeley, California, not in England.
Did you know about it?
Really?
I looked it up because I was curious. I was like, Stonehenge is so clever. I looked it up. It's in Berkeley, California. You can visit.
If I'm ever there, I will stop by.
I could do that.
Oh, you could.
Not that I ever go to,
How far are
but
you
I don't
from-
ever go to Berkeley for anything.
Well, you're gonna go there for scones
I guess so.
and a haircut,
Yummy.
maybe. Oh no, they got a haircut.
A
in
bad
England.
haircut.
Yeah, they got their haircuts in England.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so where is it? I had like a point, and I wonder if I made a note of it. Ooh, see, here you go. She refers to Hook. She says, slowly he rose to his full weight, towering over me like a boogeyman's shadow. He's the black guard, I reminded myself, and I wasn't about to let him take something from me. The next quote in there, like in between, is her great Nana telling her, Wendy, save yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut back to what a waste I was. I could only fight back in my stories, relying on cheeky animals to make my points. So obviously,
I didn't even catch
whatever.
that. But...
Oh, then the man stooped down, planted a brotherly kiss on my nose. You look surprised, he said. Perhaps you expected something more like this. This time, he zeroed into my lips, leaving a sloppy, moist imprint. And then said, care for a lemon drop? Ew. Like, we're over lemon drops now.
Right? Oh.
And then, again, like I said, she cuts to, like, we hear about Peter Pan and, like, her little fake encounter with Pan. And then back to, nope, she's, you know, drugged and sitting on a fucking ship next to Alcatraz. What the fuck? It all made sense when it like went back and forth in my head, and I was like, I gotta remember like my connection.
Mm-hmm.
But now I don't know if I can. All right. Let's see. Our box items this week are quotes. We have Wolf produced a felt tip pen. That's the one that he used to draw a picture of a princess for Berry and then dunked it in his tea and showed that even princesses can be a mess. I thought that was super cute. Very well done. He's a good doctor. I will go see him. Way better than the quack earlier in this book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Way better.
Who decided to start a relationship with the client's mom?
So when we first heard about the first doctor, because I remember you saying like your mom was like, "Oh, he was a good doctor." I'm like, "How is he a good?"
How the
I didn't
fuck
realize
is
there
this
was
doctor
two.
good? Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh,
Here's the second one." The only reason I knew is because mom had mentioned to me that the doctor was Indian, like of Indian descent. And I was like, okay, well that wasn't mentioned, so that must not be.
Yeah.
Right? Aunt had her bags packed and she was ready to go too, but she was mentally ill. Well, see, sometimes you just pack your bags ready to go. All right. Our next one is those crocodiles in the House of Commons was what OG Wendy was describing in the hair salon. And then she talked about pirates and other things. This is what I'm talking about. Like that crazy story just starts all the way back up there. Then Mother placed her sequined bag in the shape of a crocodile, I noted, on the bed. Mm-hmm.
Did anybody use their bag on St. Patrick's Day? Yeah. Nice little green bag.
I didn't leave the house.
I didn't go anywhere.
I didn't leave the house. But I can't wait to like get dressed up and have like a fun girls' night with it. You know, I'm gonna bring it with us to New Orleans. That's what I'll do.
Oh,
I had a cute outfit on Friday, and I got mad because I realized I didn't take a picture with that.
Damn.
I'll just have to wear it again.
Damn. Okay, then just to note that Hook was wearing crocodile shoes. I love that.
I thought that was interesting.
How many times the crocodile comes up? Yeah. Then on tiptoe, I kissed him on the nape, making certain to leave a mark with my ice pink lip gloss. So
There's that lip gloss
in there, ladies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put that.
Those were all of our box item quotes for the week. Let's see. Whoops. No, don't go to where the note is. I want to see the note. I don't know. Oh, I guess, is it, who is it that says that?
As well, huh?
Oh, Jason is his name. Jason Hook.
Oh, that's the second.
Jason.
That's the radio pirate hook.
General
Pirate
manager.
radio hook.
General manager, yeah, of the radio.
K-rap.
K-rap.
Crap.
Oh my gosh. Crap. So some of the things I read in here, I'm like, well, then I look.
Well, don't forget, they are all boys in like
Yeah.
men's skin. All of them, all the generations of men, even starting with OG Wendy, her husband, same thing.
Yeah.
Didn't want to grow up, takes off and just does whatever. Then you go all the way down. What I'm wondering is if there was generational abuse when it comes to Jane, what if she actually is gone? Like, what if she like offed herself, unalived herself? And they're still just telling a story of her missing because her mom, OG Wendy, is still talking about how hard like it is for her to be missing.
Huh.
So maybe she's just making it up that she's missing, and maybe she's actually
she she took off to protect
disappeared.
herself.
Mm-hmm. Could be. I mean, if it's someone close to her own mom that's abusing everyone, like why would she want to stop?
Well, what's so hard about this is like trying to figure out like, are they really crazy or is this world really real? If it's really crazy, then we have obvious, theories, and if it's real, then anything's possible.
If it's real, then still fuck these goddamn ladies for sending their daughters off.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Man, and to still like purposely send their kid off to have their first experience with a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the locking the windows, like lock up those windows.
Even if nothing bad happens with Hook, the fact that they are still sending them to Peter Pan to have a first experience with a boy. And the reason I say that is because there's more to it. When she asks Pan if he wants to go be alone, he gets excited about it. And then he says that Margaret or whatever told me to remember all of these times, like all the coincidences. So how many times has he like been off in the woods with these girls, which means that their parents are, again, their moms are still allowing them to go in and have these first experiences no matter what they come to be.
Well, and then not just that, having these experiences, knowing that they're not going to be in the right mind afterwards.
Right.
Because that was said in the beginning too. Like,
yeah.
Like once you've been with Pan, you're always gonna pine for him for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
you're never
like
gonna
why strive for that?
I don't understand. I can't wait to find out. One quote here from Jason Hook said, "Have we forgotten everything?" Oh, he said, "Have we forgotten everything?" Raising his voice. There's always a bit of Pan and Hook and a bit of Hook in Pan, or hadn't you noticed? Which makes me think that they're the same person.
Just older.
No, I think they're the same person, and I think that what we're doing is disassociating one situation.
The nice side of a person, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
One nice side, to the other. The good and the bad, like the light and the dark. And part of it being that, like, when Berry goes and talks to her grandmother, she's like, I'm all bad. I'm all these things. And she's like, no, you're different from everyone else. Your shadow is your light, whereas everyone else is just their dark. And to me, that's the one thing that like automatically like stands her out and away from everyone else. Maybe it is possible that she isn't going to have like this same experience that everyone else does, but fuck, she's going through it, this girl. I don't know. I can't wait to finish. Can't wait to finish.
Just to know.
I know. Just to know, like
at this point.
This is where Anna would be like, you guys want to just read real fast? That's what Anna would say right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who said that this book was based off of her sister? Because she wrote another one that was based off her sister, but not this one.
We didn't say this was based off her sister. We just remember her writing a book.
She said that she started writing because of her sister, and started making up stories due to the stuff that she went through with her sister. We don't know which stories she has taken.
But we
Book
also
previous is the one that she, I think, wrote
My sister
about
from
her.
the Black Lagoon
Yeah.
is
Right.
the one
Yeah.
about the sister.
So
about her
this
sister's
one
life.
was about was supposed to follow, but technically, I'm going based off
Right?
of what
Where is
I remember what
Caitlin
somebody
from?
said
I'm
that
wondering.
there was a chapter that was left out that they put back in the original Peter Pan. That this is
No, so there wasn't left out. It was written after it was
or
published.
written after. Okay.
Yeah, so I had sent it to you guys when I found it because I sent you the link
Did you?
to the video of I think it was the director who also starred as Mumu in the
Oh yeah, who starred,
movie.
wrote, and directed.
I like that
I
Barry
guess.
calls her Mumu. But every time in my head, I'm like, how young is she? Like, is she calling her Mumu or is she calling her Mama?
Oh.
Now, y'all are going to read Mama every time we fucking see it. You're welcome.
I mean, I like Mama better just because it sounds
Mumu.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she's calling her a cow.
right. Where is it?
Let's see. I have another quote.
There it is.
The Neverland fulfilled a dream, a real dream for us darlings, the attentions of a charming boy in a place where we held great power. Then I said, all this leads me to believe that they experienced generational abuse at the hands of someone that OW knew. Maybe it was her husband, unsure right now. Maybe all of it was meant to be a warning to the next generation, but it backfired as they all laced the bad with something good, being Peter Pan. Don't know. Definitely. I kind of just want to like, what's next? Was there anything next? Nope. Chapter 13. Damn. Anybody else got some theories?
They're just batshit crazy.
Every single one of them.
It's possible that, like, literally just because of the story about Wendy and Peter Pan, like, they all just passed it along as, like, it was a true story and they thought they were being cute until some shit happened. Now, I don't know.
I don't know that anything actually happened, and that's what's going on in the story. I don't know.
You don't know?
Like, you're saying that, like, it's possible that they were all abused by one person. I don't know if I buy that. I just think they're all fucking crazy.
So they're just imagining being drugged by a hook. I mean, she literally even mentions at one point, well, I mean, we know she's having like a fever dream kind of dealy when she's like going back and forth between Hook and Pan and Hook again. But she does
You're talking
mention
about when she was
like,
pregnant?
Huh?
You're talking about when she was pregnant, Wendy too?
No. We're talking about now, like before the end of our reading this week, where she mentions right before she goes off with him that like he puts like a cloth over her mouth and then she's asleep. I mean, like, why add that in if there isn't something?
Because that's what she imagined, so that us as readers are reading as what she's experiencing, so we question it still.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, like, people who are legitimately like have mental health problems can make up a slew of shit and think that it is absolutely true.
That's true.
Yeah, so we're there to be in like her point of view.
Because Hook is supposed to be in Neverland, but they're in the fucking bay.
Want to know about the abuse? Is it because you know the ending, or because like at this point in the story you were still thinking like I'm not sure? That's what I'm wondering. I don't buy it. Yeah, I'm not sure. What if they just like imagined this like great thing that was gonna happen with this cute boy and it just didn't happen, and so they got mad and they like made up some shit story.
I don't know, but I think it was Vanessa who said that that there was more books. I just tried to look it up. I can't find anything else. So, and I tried to look it up like by the author too. So if you know that there is another book, do share. Not that I want to read it. Okay.
I don't mind reading shitty stories, you know? They don't bother me. I'm not like, I mean, I do appreciate like a good warning, you know? gotta love a good warning. But
Exactly, Rebecca. Textbook schizophrenia.
textbook schizophrenia.
And like it's all down through the women. So
And that is genetic. So could just be all brought on and they all just keep telling each other this like fucked up ass story and then they just expect it and then they're like they just imagine it and then it never actually occurs. And they're all just bonkers. Well, they could all go live with Nana in London or in England, Great Nana in England. The whole thing up to here, even without the ending in mind, feels so far-fetched. Oh, okay. I guess we'll see. Fucking A.
So they always did say, you know, like, I think it was this week where Berry had said that she knew the stuff about Peter Pan. She's read all of the books, seen the plays, seen the movies, you know, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then maybe, again, because they do all have mental health issues, and this is what was written when, you know, Wendy OG was little, and that's what she, like, read and like she grabbed onto it and it maybe made it easier in her within her own mental illness and she just continued to tell the everyone else below. Though I'm still curious about Jane, where the fuck Jane is.
Yeah, I
Unless
mean,
Jane
Maybe
unless
she's in a mental
Jane
institution
got-
somewhere.
Where's Jane?
well, or she got help and
That's-
she's on some real good medicines.
You know, if you're
right, but why would she leave her kid to that?
I wish your mom would have told us about this whole Jane fiasco so we could have made shirts like "Where's Jane?"
Where's Jane?
to add something in there. No, where's Jane?
Little pins. Where's Jane?
Where's Jane? Right? Oh my god. So how many of you guys are gonna like go finish up your reading or watch the movie or
Like, okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize because it's not the best book, but I do want to finish it at this point. I do want to like.
I like this book, but that's just me. Even though it's crazy and weird and fucked up, I prefer the books that we read that give us so many different ideas that like we could go on and on.
I like crazy and weird, but it's been a little difficult for me to read. I don't know if there's a lot going on with me this month. I'm been sick and tired, but not sick and tired, but sick.
Oh shit!
And I've been tired.
What if it's a point of view about a religious cult?
Who said that? You just said that? Is that
Mom just texted Desiree and I.
And
Jane left the
cult.
Jane left
the cult. She did not put on the Nikes or drink the juice.
Right? How about this story is about a religious cult experience from the female's point of view, and Jane left it. Okay, she's already read, so she knows the ending, which means it's probably not that, but that is a fucking good theory.
Or maybe the crazy skipped Jane and she pieced out because she couldn't deal with it.
Oh,
maybe she's a normal one.
Wasn't she really young when she left Margaret?
Well, I was going to say, how old was she? Because I don't remember reading that. You know, how old was she when she left?
We haven't touched on Freeman yet this week.
He's fucking crazy too in his own way.
He is. I think when I read about him earlier, I wasn't like, but this, like, but I guess crazies attract crazies, right?
They fed into each other's own whatever illness they had, and it worked for a little while because they didn't want to be alone. and they were able to be in whatever it was that they were in, and the other person was like, cool, you're in yours, I'm in mine, and we respect that. But eventually life caught up with
he got
Wendy 2.0. They had a baby. So
but these women can look normal enough to get married. They all got married, right? Even with all this wild baggage.
Maybe they
talking about Pan. Did we didn't hear about was it Margaret? That's Wendy's 2 mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one who shows up with the crocodile sequin purse when Wendy 2 ends up in the hospital again at the same hospital.
That's right. We did. Yeah, that's right. She did pop in at that point.
What happened? I think I was falling asleep during where Margaret is visiting Berry. Okay.
Visiting who? What?
Berry. When Berry was in the hospital, I was reading late at night, and so I'm pretty sure I was falling asleep, but I couldn't remember where it was to be able to go back and reread it. But what the fuck had happened? Berry, or what's her name? Margaret was like on the floor rocking, like away from Berry while Berry was like having a seizure. Is that what happened?
I don't.
When Wendy 2.0 walked in and she called up, what the fuck was happening?
So at that point, Berry had an episode of some kind, whether it was a seizure or she just started freaking out. And so Wendy 2 comes into the room and sees that her daughter's freaking out and screams to like get help. And what she sees is her mom, Margaret, is in the corner just ignoring everything.
Doing nothing.
And then she comes in, and then she finally looks at her and sees her face, and she's like, I could tell she was crying, but that's it. She was like, why didn't you call anyone? And she didn't say anything. She just does nothing. Super fucking weird. Maybe because she wasn't even there. What if this is just one crazy person, and these are all her ramblings from inside of a fucking institution? No generation is real. It's all just a fucking story she made up.
What if it's from Jane's perspective? Exactly what you said, but it's
Jane is missing.
That's why she's missing from the story.
That would be so good.
That would be awesome.
That's why we don't see Jane. We're in Jane's head.
Quote from chapter 2. Chapter 2 went back to find out where Grandma Jane was. So, let's see. The moment I heard Mummy's voice, hold on, there's no comment on that. Okay, so we're hearing Wendy 2 talk about Margaret. The moment I heard Mummy's voice, I came crashing down. It even hurt one knee so badly it required cortisone. But Mummy had triumphed. Her daughter was now initiated into a cult, albeit one with its members missing in action. Grandma Jane had been mysteriously absent for over 20 years now, and no one seemed the slightest bit worried. So Wendy 2 is right around teenagehood. What did she say she was? 12 or 13 when Jane came? So 20 years previous to that is when Jane disappeared. So
okay, so how old was Margaret when she had Wendy?
We don't know how old she was when she had Wendy.
But we know that it was in like the 40s or 50s. What I know that they said that there was a decade mentioned.
Yeah, there was things mentioned, and I was writing it down, but then I gave up.
She said it's a confusing book to read, but I'm going to finish it. Maybe it's a case of multiple personalities. Ooh, that's a goodie too. That's a goodie. I love a good theory. See, this is what I prefer. Light and sweet books. There's ones that just get you through like maybe a shitty month. But when you get these like heavy ones, they're just
We're questioning everything.
They're just so much more exciting to talk about. It's like, you know, we can't all just sit here and go on and on about Candy Cane Lane forever. You know what I mean? It doesn't produce a lot.
Can't wait. There's so many books. Let's just read them all.
And then just for yourself, though, like, what are you going to do? Sit and chit chat about what happened to her?
Just giggle.
We can only go on for so long about that, you know? And then we're like, all right, let's move on. But these, it's like, look, it's already 7. We're still going. Or 9 for some viewers.
It's like others. 7. What do you mean?
8, 9, 10 for others. What were you drinking there, babe? You had to finish every last drop.
It was just a like sparkling seltzer, one of those flavored alcoholic things that comes in a can. No, I just didn't want to sit here and drink it in the can.
I'm there with you. I put mine in the glass.
Looking fancy. Dang, you never know. It could be multiple personalities, but I think I like that working idea right there that Jane is missing because this is all in Jane's head.
Oh yeah, who said that? Who said that again?
Oh,
yeah. You did. Sorry.
We'll see. I'm really now. I want to finish the book like tonight.
Should we have like a reading, like 10 minutes? We all do quiet reading.
So we're just gonna like dead air for 10
We all
minutes.
read it different. Some of us are gonna read like 1 or 2 pages, and then some of us are gonna read the whole rest of the book in that amount of time.
Let's just read for a minute to see how fast we are.
Fuck it, I'm going to the last
I'm a slow reader.
Vanessa.
I'm a slow reader.
You want to
set a timer?
Have like a timed read? Everybody pull up your book chapter.
Well, let me put on the music because we could do music. We want acoustic, cinematic, pop, dance pop, daydreaming, feeding the ducks.
We're not gonna dance pop. I'm not gonna be able to concentrate.
One of her favorite
feeding the
quotes
ducks.
is on 80%. Where's 80%? I want to see. Hold on.
That's feeding the ducks.
That's gonna be within chapter 13.
That's into space.
Go to the first one.
I can't
I feel like Freebin should be choosing this music right now.
I can't see what percentage chapter 13 is.
No, because then we'd be listening to like Robot Chickens or something, Des.
Robot Chickens.
Oh my god.
Bless you.
Are we gonna read?
Tosh, you have to go
I already
into like
started.
part 4, I think. Part 4 is where it's 80%.
Okay, so I'd have to get past this next chapter. All right.
So what do you
think? The stable ones, they're all lying in.
I like that quote. It's true.
That's a goodie. Now I can't wait to hear it, like see what's surrounding it. Damn, bitch, go you. I like that one. All right, everybody. Let's see how long it takes everyone to get through.
Hold on 1 second. Let me do something really quick.
To get through chapter 13. We're just gonna read chapter 13.
Well, how long?
It's 6 pages.
Oh.
In this length, though.
Okay.
I'm slow, you guys.
I'm slow.
I'm already distracted.
Okay. I don't know why I can't focus.
Dominique is like the ADHD kid in class who literally won't shut the fuck up so the rest of us can do silent reading without getting in trouble.
I was just talking to Desiree about silent reading, and I found like this little video where it's like when the teacher says everyone should do silent reading, and there's always that one kid in class who reads like this. Where is it?
Oh, yeah, and you can hear them.
And you hear them mouthing the words, but they're not actually saying anything. That shit, I was pissing my pants laughing for 3 hours straight. I just put that shit on loop. I'm not even kidding. That's distraction.
Are we still trying to read? I gave up. I got like 3 paragraphs and I was
I
like,
only got 1 paragraph.
I might have gotten 2 paragraphs.
Really?
I got to the part where she was calling her husband names and throwing magazines at him, and I was
I
like,
want to get to that part at least.
Hey, cartoon brains.
Oh, I did already read this.
The doctors had their theories, of course.
did you read it the same time I did?
Oh, wow.
You see my face?
Which we're good.
It's so
together.
funny.
That is. At it, they had their theories, of course, and like to take the metaphorical road to diagnosis.
Hmm.
To start, they chalked up any talk of Jason Hook to some mild form of child molestation I'd suffered at the hands of an unnamed adult. The Neverland, they said, represented a kind of idealized, controlled environment that provided a convenient escape from my trauma. This was a hoot. Wow.
Which they said everybody's experience on the island was different, right?
Mhm. At the cult. Is that what we're on the island? They called the island. They called it the island.
Well,
Yeah. Ooh, the experts' theories about Peter cut closer to the bone. An instant replay of Daddy, they said, but pint-sized and flawless. If that were so, I said, then why would my idealized guy go AWOL? What ideal does abandonment serve? Exactly.
Both of them went AWOL. Her dad and Peter. Her dad was never around. He was always away working.
Mm-hmm.
Peter never came back for her.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
This is interesting. At first, Barry wasn't certain what to make of my swan dive, whether to be furious or embarrassed. When you think about that, Wendy, too, is always frustrated with her mother trying to make herself the center of attention. Barry's the same, going through the same thing. She's like, I'm having this emergency, and my mom is
landing herself right next to me. Same shit.
but just different.
Right.
Wow, yeah.
She's doing it differently, but just the same.
But it is the same, yeah. All about the attention that you get. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, she watches reruns of Oprah, or she watches Oprah and Ricky Lake. God, the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
monsters that bore smiley faces.
Let's see. Word up, Doug.
It's not going to get better.
Learn to love,
Love your face. We have.
I love that. That's so Barry. That's very much something she would say.
That is so Barry. Oh my goodness. Hey, we should like read along just a little bit every week into the next chapter so we can all together. I think that's a great idea. Like, so at the end of every week, we get to like do like next chapter together.
Silent reading time.
Silent, it means commentary, like live commentary. Oh my goodness. How have we been? We've been good. How about you? I love this. See? How have you been? Everybody's doing good.
Yeah.
I'm about to eat. We're doing some silent reading. Perfect.
Silent reading.
Silent. None of that.
We're very bad at the silent part.
Yeah, no. This is read aloud with class.
Well, I understood the assignment, and when you guys get to where I am at, your whole face is looking to go.
But you haven't stopped at all?
Where are you at?
No, I didn't. Because remember, I said that I had read a little bit in, so I went to try and figure out where I was in the book.
So
instead of reading
you
on my
didn't start
phone.
at the beginning like we did.
No,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
I'm a little further ahead. For anyone in the book, I'm on page 13 right now.
213?
Silent.
213 in the
Oh my
book.
gosh, I am not there.
I might not be there until
We finished our
I might fall asleep
conversation
before I get there.
topics.
We
I
did
know.
finish we're talking about the book we're reading. And now we got excited about it and we're all reading the next chapter together.
It's a wild book.
Except some of us are too easily distracted and have put in our bookmark.
Yeah.
Listen,
Or
this
decided
is
to have a
taking
snack.
all of my brain power to ignore the shit out of all three of you and only focus on the music. Like, I hear you guys, but I'm trying to make the music like not the background. It's like it's in front and you guys are the back, to be able to focus to read. So that's it.
Yeah, that's as much as I can read right now without being distracted. So, yeah.
I'm gonna have to reread this part anyway because
Yeah.
my brain is only halfway.
Desiree, want to share what
focused.
that moment you were talking about?
Wendy, your
No,
great grand.
I want to. I'm gonna
never
take my.
mind. Okay,
hold on.
wait, hold on. Okay, now share it. Hurry. Everybody plug your ears.
Wendy, your great grandmother is dead. The same goes for your great great grandmother, Berry. So, Wendy OG is dead.
Well, that's not Jane though.
No, OG Wendy.
Okay. You put them back in. You can put them
She
back
already
in.
did.
Oh, okay. We're done discussing what she just read. You'll read it.
You're muted.
Rebecca, you're muted. I'm not this time.
Face is so funny. I didn't want to. I want to read it myself. So I didn't want to be spoiled. Your face is great. I'm like,
It's way better when we're reading at the same pace and we like, ooh, I'm reading that line right now.
That was fun. We should do that. Just a few minutes into the next.
Yeah.
Yes, because the live reactions to some of the shit is really good.
How do I turn off that banner now? There we go. Oh golly.
No longer silent reading. I tried, like, Desiree's still going.
No, I was just reading the beginning of part 4, what it said, but I'm not there yet. Is a quote from some book.
Oh yeah, I like her Joni Mitchell quote for part 3.
Oh. Well, there's a part 4.
Yeah. Well, we started part 3 this last week though.
I didn't realize there were that many parts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you look down your chones, you'll see a few more parts.
Farts?
Parts.
if you can see those, then we have concerns.
She's a darling. Jeez, Rebecca.
Jeez Louise.
Meet her where she's at in her crazy being able to see gas leave somebody's body.
Well, yeah, they're crazy. They can see everything. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I should send my food back to the hair in it.
Oh yeah. So you want
CJ.
a refund? You want your money back?
The little teeny one. You want a refund, right? You should make me a second plate. That's what. Oh my goodness. I like this book though, you guys. Crazy or not.
Well, I'm glad. That makes
like
me a little
it.
happy.
Yeah. Crazy or not. It's certainly enjoy. I don't know. I don't know if everybody. I don't know. Does everyone feel better about it this week? You just feel goofy squinting. That's so funny. It's feathers.
That was from our last, no, not last, 2 books. Our first book of the year. First book of the year.
Yeah.
It took me like half an hour into the live, Tosh, to realize that's the hat you were wearing. And I was like, oh, hey, I have that hat.
I was having one of those hair days where I was like, I really don't want to like deal with my hair. So just put that bitch up in here. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but with our books, we do a subscription box.
That was one of the things that was in a couple months ago.
Curate to the book.
I don't remember.
Speaking of, y'all don't know, but my whole dining room is filled with box shit right now. Because your boxes are going out tomorrow. Looks really fun.
I got to see it. It looks fantastic.
We need a
We do not have
bitches OF account. It's gonna be us reading silently.
Here we go.
It's gonna be us reading silently, except for all the.
But we
we're
do.
gonna purposely
But
make the
as we
sounds
read,
lower.
you can donate to us reading.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take donations if you just.
We'll read harder and faster. You know.
Or whatever pace you
We'll
prefer.
read
We can vary it a
harder
little.
and faster.
Or
Dominique, how do you
slower.
read? Dominique, how do you read hard?
Just open your book, and like give it a read, like just real like hard.
just like this,
Yeah.
like.
Is it a noise that you make while you're reading?
That's a good idea.
Out loud and very.
All right, let's see. Read hard and fast, real quick. I want to hear.
All
it.
right, I just was reading hard and fast. Okay, here we
Hold on, I was
go.
laughing through it. Sorry.
You have to make that face when you're reading.
I don't know what face I'm making. But if I read hard and fast, it doesn't
Register.
retain at all.
Yeah.
The words are going in, but it's not like.
Oh, so she likes it low and slow.
Well, I mean, both works. It's just what stays.
Slow and slow, or like soft and slow. I don't know.
Either way.
Okay. Hey, you guys read digitally? Any of you? Do you have like a preference on like what it looks like?
I like the dark.
Yeah.
Y'all do the dark background?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in the daytime, I have the dark background too, but it's actually like slightly lighter than this, which is interesting. Oh, yeah. Everybody's reading on a dark background. It's just easier on the
changed
eye.
my font too.
I changed my
I went
font a
through
little
all
bit.
fonts to figure out which one was easier.
Okay.
I like this font, yeah, too. It has like less flourishments to like irritate my eyes.
See, we all have our
I likes
preferences.
it big and dark, Tosh.
text. See, big dark text.
Big and dark.
We all
have like
our
it how we like it.
preferences.
I was just wondering, and then there's also this. I don't know.
Oh.
If you like to like read it like that, but still, no matter what, my favorite is that you can.
Well, see, that's good if you're needing. Oh, that
Nice.
feels good.
Look at that page turn.
That has to feel like.
fun.
And
you're
as
getting,
I'm
like-
reading, if I get down to here, I am definitely holding the edge and like, come on, let me just come off.
Oh, the way
So
you
you're
do
edging
when
there?
you're
Let
like
me
getting
turn
ready
it.
to like turn the page.
Yes, I do it. Same
That's
if I have
funny.
to go back. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Girl, you got money.
Money. Little do you know how many years old this iPad.
We will turn all the pages
work.
for you guys.
It worked. It's
All right.
Can you imagine? Like, I've never been on the OF stuff. I don't even know. Like, don't explain to me. I don't need to know how to get to it or any of that. But like, can you imagine people just like being paid to fucking sit there and read?
So I did know
I
somebody.
don't think it works like that, but I wonder if there are people who.
I did meet somebody who I forget what website they were on, but it was like a website where they would get called to do things, and she would go over in heels and step on them. And they
Okay,
paid
so
her
that's not the same as what we're talking about here.
No, it's not. But that's the only thing I know.
I was like, are they reading a book while this is happening?
Well,
Like,
I'm saying I
how
don't
did
know
we
about
get to the other
OnlyFans. That's the
end
only
of
thing I
this?
know about. It's the only odd thing I've ever heard, and I was just like,
Oh my god!
Remember the like phone operators back in the day? They could do like.
I bet that that is literally.
What if like one of them was just on there
Today's
like reading a book
OnlyFans.
to somebody? Like I'm just gonna read. Like, what book you want me to read right now? I got this one or that one or this one. I think I know the site. Oh my god! I gotta know. Is there one where people can just get paid to like read to you, like just live reading?
let us know.
I would not be able to make money off of it because I'm really bad.
Well, we
reading
will
loud.
send Anna for that.
Yeah, we'll set up Anna because she can do the voices, and it would be like much more dramatic.
Oh, and then
can
like
make
they
some
could pay like extra to pick a voice or accent.
Oh, pick a bit. Oh, pick an accent for her to do.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously have to cost more because she'd have to work a little bit more, right?
I think Vanessa's trying to get us back to the book.
What if Nana's lost?
Girl,
voice
come
is
back,
like
21,
mentally
move
We
ill?
don't
over,
go back
man.
to the book second hour.
That
Sometimes
could
we
be.
do.
That could be. What if it's just her mentally ill
Yeah.
friends? You probably make money doing anything. Maybe. I don't know if there's ever going to be an OnlyFan for boring silent readers, but
Hey,
Maybe we have like
everybody has
reading
their
corners.
quirks.
and,
a reading
like,
corner.
just. Mhm.
You know what would be funny though is I actually, as I read, I react out loud. I don't like just keep it in my head. If like something happens, I'm like, oh my god, and it's so often that like if there's someone in the room,
They're like, what's going on?
what?
It's usually Lily that asks me because I'm usually in bed reading when she comes in and she's like, "What? Lily, I'm reading book. Go to bed."
All I can see is the guy from Dennis.
But how if somebody wants that person that reads like that, like, like we were talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so I do know. What website was that? Oh no, I think it's on YouTube. You can actually go in and people will do like whisper reading to you. They'll like open a book and they'll just like whisper it. It actually is quite soothing if they have the right voice. If they don't, like, there's certain sounds that people make when they're speaking, and when it's hushed, it's even worse. So like they're in a quiet room and their mic's all up here, and you hear like the certain things.
So it's like an
irritate you.
ASMR reading.
It is. It's ASMR reading. Yeah, they do have those on. I gotta finish my homework. Good girl. Get it, babe. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to hop on and come talk about the ending.
Do you?
Right? We'll see you next week.
Let us know.
Gotta figure it out. Excited. I'm excited. I am. And so, Dominique, you watched the whole movie or did not complete it?
So I watched the whole movie, but I had guests over and I was drinking.
Totally distracted.
So you were doing a Dominique while you were watching the movie and you don't actually recall it all.
I just remember being like, what is going on? So I
Okay,
watched...
but that's how we are during the book, so that's to be expected.
So there's a lot in the book where I'm like, okay, why did they add that in? And parts I read in the book where I'm like, okay, that was in the book, but there was no context to that at all. And I was like, why was that? Like when I was watching the movie, I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
So I will probably watch it again sober and without company. And maybe it might make a difference. We'll see.
I'm thinking I want to like. I'm thinking I want
Vanessa
to pop in and do it here so that I can listen. Because when you have like certain things that you put on the TV and you have kids in the house, at any point, like you don't know what's going to come up or when. So you always keep it like the volume low.
Oh,
I want the full effect. If there's a score, like a film score, I want to feel it. I want to
So
feel like
you
I
want to talk
am
about
never
feel
there.
it? Houston just got a new TV and new speakers. So like,
Oh, but you probably can't have that whole movie on and have it be out loud.
no, but you talk about feel it. He was like, "Oh, well, we gotta watch this movie," and like legit, like it makes it rumble. And my dog gets scared. She's sleeping, she jumps. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is so
Oh my God, I
unnecessary
remember back in
for
the
this
day,
little room."
our dad got like surround sound and put on Jaws. That was the first thing I ever heard with surround sound.
We're not a
Like, whenever we
speaker.
hear
Don't put
videos.
us on speaker.
See, I'm over here just talking about a movie, and it's because it's so fucking crazy that I don't want my kids to hear. But it's probably you're like rolling down like the OnlyFans, right? Gotta put it on the ears.
So the
Oh my God, can you
Lost Girls
imagine if you were like
still
trying to
continuing.
like untangle to like fuck, gotta plug it in.
Right? Oh my goodness. What's that?
Oh my God, I'm done.
Oh golly.
Anyway, I'm excited to watch it. I think I'm gonna plug in so I can get like the full effect. I want it to be as crazy as fucking possible in here. So, cousin Jimmy always yells at me when I'm watching videos.
What are you watching?
Tell Jimmy to shut
Do
up.
I want to know?
Tell Jimmy to mind his own damn business and put his headphones in if he doesn't like it. Noise canceling. I'm just kidding.
Watch cousin Jimmy be like 3 years old.
Being mean to poor Jimmy. Now I feel bad. I just told Jimmy to shut up.
He's all babysitting his little cousin and shit.
How old is Jimmy?
My cousin Jimmy is 94 years old.
My cousin Jimmy. Is it like my cousin Benny?
Oh, okay, so we can tell him to shut up then. He's only
He's a
He can't be mad. He's mad. He can't afford a lips. Stop it.
Tell him to start an OnlyFans.
well,
so
he can afford us.
OnlyFans.
We're free and we'll read.
No, but tell him to start one so he can afford it. He's just supporting his
There's
habit.
that,
Yeah, work to support it. Right, exactly. Ended up starting a video. He forgot to connect his headphones before it started playing, so everybody heard it.
Wow.
It was a pop-up, guys. It wasn't. I didn't click on it. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, right? At that point, you're probably like, fuck, did you see the dude who was in here before me?
But who is not like don't they do that together? Don't they like share it all? Like, hey, I'm watching this.
Yes,
they like
they do.
it as a group.
They bring their own little what are they called? The
Fleshlight?
external hard drives.
Oh.
Okay, that's disgusting.
Airdrop.
Can you even airdrop when you're in the desert? Like, I know that they have internet and it's all very
Well, they have a
different
lot
than it
more
was 20
now
years
than
ago.
they did before.
Shit, there's way more now than there was even like 10 years ago. But
The
I'm
ocean.
in the ocean. He's Navy, maybe.
Well, that's a kayak in the picture. Are you on your kayak right now?
He's going down a river in an inner tube.
Go Navy, beat Army. Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
Well, we've got Air Force and Marines.
Yeah, can't beat them.
I don't think we have any army people. Well, we may have.
I
don't know.
Jessica was.
Yeah, Jessica's Army, right?
Jessica, what were you?
Were you army, Jessica?
You know what's funny? I just noticed. So, you know, when we were reading and you were saying, like, oh, I read through 3 paragraphs, I'm like, fuck, that must be all the way down here. No. So, look, this is where I highlighted, right? But when you turn it, that shit goes all the way over. I didn't even highlight till way down there. And it goes all over here. I can't actually see the different paragraphs when it's like this. Army.
Oh, so so sideways brings the 2 pages together.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay.
No, actually, even so, the full amount. Let's see.
You can still paragraph.
But the paragraphs are still going to end at the same place. They'll just be shorter and wider.
Well, it's just. I think it's just like a visual thing. It's just like a visual.
Oh, so see it like still. That's the next page on this.
Like maybe some people like need that cut break. You know, like when you're. I don't know.
I don't know. I've been reading it like
But
this.
I see it like right there. I see the paragraphs.
Yeah, but see, like as I'm reading, I just go, and I know that there's like the little like your dent, dent is here, but it's just so tiny and different, and there's no separation right here. Do you see? Like there's no.
Oh, you'd like a little.
They don't have
space,
like a
gap
double
between.
Space. Yeah, they don't double space in between when it's like that. But they double space when you go like that.
You should.
It's broken differently. I don't know.
You should write a comment like, "Hey, maybe double space between paragraphs."
No, you know what it does is it's not double spaced. It's just with the like separation between the fonts is different, or between the lines. It's like I can't remember what it's called. Doesn't matter. I like it.
1.5 space.
If anybody has like preferences, that's all. Because I think everybody does. I don't know if anybody's reading anymore with like.
If I put that in there, I can't hear.
Elden Rings. Well, you go do that. I don't know what that is.
Elden Ring.
Oh, it's a video game.
So I heard that
this
is a really good game. I don't know anything
It's one
about
of those
it.
that like sucks you in, and you'll
We'll
play
see
for
you
hours
next
and
week.
think it's been half an hour.
Meet us
Is
next week,
it?
and you'll find out
really
how it
good.
ends. But I have to check out this Elden Rings now.
It's supposed to be a really good game.
On what?
I think they have it on the PS5.
Okay.
He'll tell you.
Oh, so we'll see you in 2 weeks then.
Yeah, I'll see you when we start a new book in April, and that'll be a fun one
You're
for you to
missing
have someone
out.
to listen to.
That's on you.
Well, then he can just go start reading Bridgerton, the Duke and I, and then meet back up with us in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to get steamy.
Halfway check-in.
I don't know how steamy that book actually is. I think that they made it like a little bit more so for the show, but
do you
Has it been
remember
seen?
when we asked Dominique about the scenes and she's like, yeah, there's like no sex, and then the first
No, I
scene
didn't
is
say.
him on the
Okay,
tree.
I didn't say it was no sex. I said it's not like Game
I'll
of
start a
Thrones.
Finder, send y'all the link next week.
I said it wasn't like Game of
It's
Thrones.
just like his feet under a desk and shit.
I need to know if there's a market on Feet Finder for like.
Oh my god,
whose
have you
toenails
seen
have like
the
fallen
TikToks
off?
about them?
You have
you
fallen
seen
off
the
toenails?
TikToks specifically?
Which one?
I have. That happens to me. Sorry,
What?
go on. What?
What happened?
Someone are having a side conversation.
Their toenails
About
have fallen
toenails.
off.
But it's from
Like the fucking
from your
Titanic.
marathons,
It's just
right?
gone.
From
Yeah.
the marathon.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Is that when you went hiking that one time?
If I go on very long hikes, yeah, the pressure and then right? Is that what happened to you, Rebecca?
Yeah.
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 All right. Good night, Mr. Grizzly. Anyway, yeah. Okay. So on TikTok, they have these. There will be like a husband who keeps like buying his wife gifts and stuff, and she's like, "Oh my god, I love it. This is great. Where do you keep getting?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just doing extra work or whatever it is." And then she turns around to like enjoy whatever it is that he got her, and he snaps a couple pics of her feet real fast, and then hilarious.
So she's paying
They're
for
joke-
her
they're
gifts.
jokes.
No, I
Yeah,
know, I know.
basically
But
She's earning her
her
own
own
gifts, basically.
Yeah.
She just doesn't know it. That's messed up.
she could only like if she would have known, she could have posed the feet a little bit better, got a little bit more extra. Unless they were like sneak shot photos.
They're sneak shots of feet.
And that's what made it more.
Oh, look! I hit my computer. It went flying up. Or the
Yeah,
desk.
Rebecca, that happens to me if I go on like long hikes, and it doesn't fall off to like a month later. That happened
Yeah.
to you?
I've got one right now that's like really gnarly.
I was at the pool of all places, and I'm like, what's going on? And it just like, I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's what makes me paranoid about going in and getting my toes done at like the nail
Oh, you're
place.
more likely to get like an ingrown toenail than to have it like fall off. This is
Because they would chop into the sides of your
But-
toes for no reason. I don't understand
Yeah.
why they still like dig up in there. I'm like, my toes were fine before I came in. Why are you doing that?
So what
don't
I
understand.
found out with like toenails is they grow like upward, as opposed to nails grow like outward.
Mhm.
Like they grow like
What?
like toes like kind of like do like a diagonal grow. So when they fall off because the bottom layer is growing upward, and it pushes that.
Oh, it's pushing the other nail like when you lose a tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's growing underneath it. So when you take it, when it actually comes off, there's
There's a
more
little
growing
bit underneath it that has.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. So weird.
Weird.
Embarrassing, like when you're at the pool and you're like, and you gotta like figure out what to do with your toenail.
You need like a fucking swimming cap for your toes and shit. So I'm like...
Or like you just paint the skin so no one can tell.
Well, so I'll
no,
share,
or you just go get like
See
little
somebody do that
python.
with a Band-Aid.
no, I'll share. So I had a fake toenail on my wedding because a year before, was it a year before, Desiree? Or a couple years, we were at your grandma's house and you had some kind of party and we had moved all the couches and we were moving the couches back. No, they knew about it.
I'm kidding.
We
It
were
was
moving
not
the
at our
couches
restaurant.
back into place. And Houston was pushing the couch. I was, for stupid reason, pulling the couch. And then we were put the couch in its spot, but then Houston continued to push, and then the couch foot
Under your toe.
went on my toe.
Ouch.
And I yelled. I was like, I know it's gonna fall off, and that messed up my toe for like several years. And
I'm literally just trying to recall the time in which you're speaking of. Yeah, because the only time I remember, the last party I remember having at Graham's house was for my sweet 16.
No, you had another one. You had like a Mardi Gras party.
Maybe
So-
you just don't remember
Mom's
it,
house.
Des.
No,
That was at our apartment.
no.
The Mardi Gras one?
Yeah.
We did that. Mardi Gras.
You did something at your grandma's that Houston was there. It was not your sweet 16. And he pushed the couch the next day onto my foot. And it messed up my big toe. I remember this because it messed up my big toe. And then a week before the wedding, my toenail fell off. And I had to buy a fake toenail at CVS.
A little flex-on toenail, exactly.
and glue it on my toe because I had open toe shoes.
There you go. Now you can go swimming with it too. If it sticks to the skin, you'll be fine.
Or maybe it was like a Halloween party. I don't know.
Karen's birthday was October, but that was still at the apartment. That wasn't at my grandma's house. That was at my mom's house.
Your grandma's house. Whatever it was at your grandma's house.
Oh my God, you drilled through your fingernail. Jessica, bitch. Yuck.
Oh, that sounds so
Ow.
painful.
Ooh, tool accidents really gross me out. Like the idea.
Where was
of-
Avery?
Brew.
She's like, I'm not gonna be able to move on until I remember this party.
I'm not, because like I remember like when we had the parties at the house, because we weren't supposed to. So I'm like trying to recall this because I would have had Avery. If
No, it wasn't
fell off
Tasha's bridal. No.
No, we didn't have any guys at the bridal. The drill
Your
bit broke.
nail broke the drill bit?
No, the drill bit broke and smashed into.
Oh.
Ew.
That sounds awful.
Was it the Bachelorette?
No.
But that was at Tasha's friend's house.
It was not that. It was a party. Like we were like decorating for it.
What?
We had a few parties. That's why nobody can remember.
No, not at Graham's. We had your sweet 16 there. We had mine there.
We moved the couch.
Maybe you didn't go. Maybe you weren't there.
I think she just doesn't remember it
You just don't. Yeah.
for
you-
some
like,
reason.
Like okay.
Probably out like a cactus.
I have like a vivid memory of my toe being squashed by
Are
the
you
big
sure?
couch.
Are you sure it's not just some memory that you've made up in your head like you can one?
This was not in
Desiree,
Neverland,
Avery.
Rebecca.
You sure you didn't fly?
I
over
would have
it?
had Avery, so where would I Avery have been?
Maybe with your mom.
Desiree's 21st birthday was Mardi Gras themed.
I'm telling you, she doesn't remember it.
Then was your 21st birthday party? Not your birthday. Your birthday was at the bar, but your party.
Graham's house does not mean that we like didn't. I mean, maybe mom knew that everybody was over and we had a great time, had fun, decorated, listened to music, hung out.
I think your mom did know. Yeah, it wasn't a sneaky thing.
It wasn't a sneaky party.
It was
probably
not
went out
sneaky.
after. We
It
probably
was
went
not
out after.
sneaky, and we had.
Look at her. She's like, what? We literally have a photo.
An hour after the live is
No,
over,
on your
she's gonna go,
birthday we went to the bar, but you had
"Oh,
a
I
birthday
remember."
party.
She will. She'll be like, oh, I remember.
And then she's gonna call you.
My
It's okay, Des.
toenail.
An
Desiree.
hour after the live, you'll remember.
Mhm.
Or tomorrow morning, or like 3 in the
Okay,
morning.
we cannot ask Houston because he can't remember like crap. Ola, all right.
Maybe it was your 21st.
Well, she said it was a year before she got married. She got married in 2008.
It might not have been a year. It could have been a couple years, but because it messed up my toe for like several years. Like it took several years for my toe to grow out of this funk.
It's quite the.
It was bad. Your grandma's couch. It's like the foot of the couch is a big round thing.
Big old block.
Yeah, and it landed on. Like I was like, okay, and then he pushed it one more time and it landed and went like on my toe.
Desiree had a Mardi Gras themed birthday. I can't remember which one.
16.
You had several.
No, you had another one as an adult. It was either before or after Avery. I have photos of you somewhere.
Present them, and then I'll believe you.
You're so annoying. I even saw them recently, but now we moved and I have to fucking go back to the goddamn. I gotta go to Graham's. You know what? I'll be at Graham's house on Tuesday.
Well, then present.
Please.
I will. I will show the photo of Desiree dressed up, all Mardi Gras, ready to go as an adult.
What was I dressed up in?
Clothes.
Where was the photo? When was the photo that you took that you love of yourself? It was after Avery. Where you have the boa around your head?
I was 22.
That was your 22nd birthday.
That was 22.
Wasn't that, well then was that party Mardi Gras themed? Okay, I'm through with her.
We had decorated the dining room with, I forget. I just remember decorating and then cleaning up the next day.
See?
And my toe getting
I'll find it. I'll find it on Tuesday.
My toe was squashed.
I feel like you squashed it yourself.
I feel like you're making me feel like Jane right now.
It's too bad we didn't go to. It's too bad we didn't go to Mardi Gras in New Orleans. That would be fun.
I probably would lose more than a toenail if I went there.
You'd have a lot of beads in that.
Well,
you probably lose the whole memory.
Do I get more beads for that?
That wouldn't be a first.
No, it wouldn't. Oh my god. What else do you have to say? Oh my goodness. He looks like he's really like trying to say something now.
He wants to talk. He's like, everybody is talking around me. I just need
His shirt, because we're reading this book, this hand-themed book makes me think of Mr. Smee.
Oh,
he does look like a little
he just needs a little beanie.
He needs a little beanie.
How funny.
Oh my. Ooh.
I made the screen big so I can't see the chat, but he's able to see you guys better.
Oh my goodness. Now he's like super excited. She said, give up. She'll never admit she's losing her mind.
Wait, who? Me or Desiree? Which one are you talking about, Jessica?
This book makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. So
I think she means Desiree will not admit.
I'm telling you, she's gonna remember at like 3 a.m. and it's gonna drive her crazy. And she's gonna call one of you or both of you and wake you up.
Don't call.
I remember now.
I'm calling.
Just post it in the group.
She's gonna call and wake up your whole house.
Just put it on the Facebook. Yeah, let everybody know.
Oh
no,
my
I'm
God.
gonna let call you guys.
He said exactly. Desiree would never. He said, I never.
Admit that I was going crazy. I will be the first person to tell you I'm going crazy and to put me into a hospital.
No, you would not, because you wouldn't even know you're going crazy. You'd be like, I'm saying you're the one.
But after my baby doesn't need me, of course.
Oh my goodness.
I'll take a vacation.
Chunky thighs.
Then I'll go take vacation.
All right. Well, I actually have to get off. I've stayed on longer.
Yeah.
Than
No, I think we're good anyway. We will finish up the book, watch the movie if you can, and we will chat about it next week.
Yeah.
Yay. Book or movie. We'll find out.
Good night, guys.
Good night, bitches.
Hi, bitches.
Good night.